So, the cost of living in Bangkok can vary significantly based on your lifestyle, accommodation preferences, and spending habits. However, here's a general overview with estimated ranges. Overall monthly expenses, just as an estimate for expats, on a low budget would be about $600 to $900, which is roughly 20,000 to 30,000 Thai baht. This would likely involve staying in more basic accommodation, eating local food, and using public transportation. For a mid-range budget, you might expect to spend around $1,153 to $1,777, or approximately 40,000 to 60,000 plus Thai baht. This allows for a more comfortable lifestyle, potentially including a modern apartment, dining out occasionally, and using a mix of transportation. And then, for a higher budget, we're talking about $2,700 or more, which is about 90,000 Thai baht and up. This can support a luxurious lifestyle with high-end accommodation, including access to amenities like rooftop pools, state-of-the-art fitness centers, concierge services, private lounges, and 24-hour security, frequent dining at international restaurants, and, just more discretionary spending overall. So, one of the biggest factors that'll really shape your cost of living in Bangkok is, accommodation. Rent is a major expense, and honestly, prices can vary a ton, depending on where you want to live, how big a place you need, and what kind of amenities you're after. For example, a one-bedroom apartment right in the city center can range from around $400 to $1,500 per month, or about 15,000 to 59,000 Thai baht. If you're looking at popular areas like Sukhumvit or Siloam, expect to pay at the higher end of that range, but if you check out neighborhoods like Lat Phrao or Bang Na, you could find something more affordable. Now, if you don't mind living a bit farther from the action, a one-bedroom apartment outside the city center might start around $245 to $400 per month. That's roughly 8,000 to 14,000 Thai baht. For those who need more space, a three-bedroom apartment in the city center can set you back anywhere from $882 to $2,067, or 30,000 to 75,000 plus Thai baht per month. And if you're thinking about a studio, those can start at about $300 to $400, or 10,000 to 14,000 Thai baht per month. Oh, and just a heads up, security deposits are usually the equivalent of 2 months' rent. Alright, let's talk about food, because honestly, Bangkok is a paradise for anyone who loves to eat. Food here can be super affordable, especially if you're into local Thai cuisine. For street food, you can grab a tasty meal for as little as $1 to $2, which is like 30 to 70 Thai baht. If you want to sit down at a local restaurant, it might cost you around $2 to $5, or 70 to 180 Thai baht. For a meal at a mid-range restaurant, you should expect to pay about $10 to $25 for 2 people. That's about 350 to 900 Thai baht. And if you prefer cooking at home, groceries are generally cheaper here than in the US or Europe. For example, a gallon of milk might be around $6.80, or 258 Thai baht, and a pound of chicken fillets is about $1.30, or 48 Thai baht. Now, let's get into transportation, because getting around Bangkok is actually pretty convenient, and there are lots of options at different price points. Public transportation, like the BTS SkyTrain, MRT subway, and buses, is really efficient. A single trip can cost anywhere from about 80 cents to $1.90, or 30 to 65 Thai baht. If you're commuting regularly, a monthly pass starts at around $34, or 1,300 Thai baht. Taxis are also super common, with the meter starting at about 90 cents, or 35 Thai baht, and per-mile charges are around $1.80, or 68 Thai baht. Motorbike taxis can be a faster and sometimes cheaper choice for short distances, but it's a good idea to negotiate the price before you hop on. And finally, ride-hailing apps like Grab are really popular and widely used here. So let's talk about utilities. For a studio apartment, your monthly utility costs might be around $52 to $63, or about 1,800 to 2,200 Thai baht. This usually covers electricity, water, and garbage. Internet access, well, that's an extra $15 to $18, or 500 to 600 baht each month. And just a heads up, if you use air conditioning a lot, which honestly is pretty tempting in this tropical climate, your electricity bill can go up quite a bit. Now, when it comes to entertainment and social life, the costs can really vary depending on what you like to do. Local markets and cultural sites often have pretty low entrance fees, but if you're into Western-style entertainment or nightlife, it's usually more expensive. You'll want to budget anywhere from $60 to $270 or more per month, which is about 2,000 to 9,000 baht depending on your social activities. Alright, let's break down the cost of living for different lifestyles. If you're a student, you could potentially get by on $500 to $800 per month. That's around 17,000 to 27,000 baht, especially if you share accommodation and keep an eye on your spending. Couples might spend somewhere between $1,000 and $2,500, or 35,000 to 85,000 baht per month, depending on their lifestyle and accommodation choices. And for families, expenses are going to be higher, especially if you have schooling costs. You might be looking at anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 or more each month, which comes out to about 70,000 to 200,000 baht. There are a few other important things to keep in mind that can impact your budget. First, your personal spending habits are probably the biggest factor in determining your actual cost of living. Also, where you choose to live matters. A central, expat-heavy area is generally more expensive than a more local neighborhood. And don't forget about the exchange rate. Fluctuations between the Thai baht and your home currency can really affect your budget. Oh, and if you're not a Thai citizen, you'll need to factor in the costs associated with your visa too. So, to wrap things up, Bangkok can definitely be a lot more affordable than major Western cities like New York City, but your own cost of living really depends on your specific needs and preferences. Careful budgeting and a good understanding of local prices will go a long way in helping you manage your expenses effectively. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. And if you found it helpful, please share it with your friends. It really helps us out. Your awesome support motivates us to keep making more fun and useful content about life in Bangkok and beyond.